Stream check, mic check. Maybe a bit closer here. Actually, hang on, let me scooch in closer. There we go. Hello. Oh, this is worrying me. We're doing an art stream this time. Let's see if everything's up and working. Should be good. Forgot to check audio because, well, I haven't played anything yet. No audio yet. Oh, wow, I'm nervous. Art stream. I feel like there's so much pressure put on a person whenever they do art, especially when they don't do art. Or like, it's not what they do. So, the fact that I'm doing it now, when, whatever. This is for fun. You're doing this for fun, you're doing this for a project. That's all you need to think about me. So I guess, without further ado, once we're ready, I guess I should just explain. Turned on the music. Hopefully it's not too loud, too quiet. Good old YouTube audio library for this. Anyways, what am I doing? Yeah, I guess what am I doing now? Or why the art stream? Well, I'm working on a project. Working on a little creative project of mine. A little similar to what I've done in the past, but something a little bit new. And so I figured, why not showcase what you're doing? Why not showcase what you're doing and, just to get a brief behind the scenes, I guess? I don't know. Anyways, without further ado. Well, actually, no, I need to explain what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is essentially capturing a concept more so than imitating what you see on screen there. I have two references from a game. If you know it, then great. If not, then that's alright. It won't matter yet, but I'll be honest, I'm not an artist, but I did my best with what tools I was given. That tool was paint. So I guess without further ado, let's hop into it. Oh, once I click this transition button, there's no going back for me. Feels weird. Never get this nervous. It's like you're showcasing. Feels weird, like the amateur steps up into the den of lions, I guess. But it's the best I could do. And so for that, I guess you can't be I guess, you shouldn't be unhappy with it. Click the button. There we go. I clicked the button. Did it show up? Oh no, hang on. Did it show up? Ah, there we go. Okay, good. Sorry, watching my stream from elsewhere. Anyways, so yes, I'm doing a little bit of this well image. Kind of similar. I don't want to copy it one for one. Also, it's just my own ability of what I can do. So you'll notice the notches on the well aren't really well replicated. It's just brick well. The pillar there, well actually, oh, darn. Pillar there is good. The wall I didn't want to make too high because I want to reflect the sunset, or not sunset, the sky. Just because that cyan sky is very distinct, very, I guess, game-like. It's not often you'd see a sky being cyan colored, and so I figured that would be quite intriguing to put in. But yeah, this is what I got, and for the next, what's it, hour 25? We're gonna be painting. Yeah, well, you'll notice that I have finished the tops, kind of finished the walls. I'm not sure if I want to touch up on that. Finished the pillar, but yeah, the well still needs The well's almost done. Oh wait, can you see where I'm marking? Let's change that. Let's change to the oil brush. Oh, there we go. Not oil brush. Is this an oil brush? I don't know. What are you called? Yep, the oil brush. Let's get our things copied. Yes, I haven't quite done the... what's it? The bucket holder for the well. Oh dear, there... Why is my paint lagging? Since when did paint lag? Still haven't done the bucket holder. Still haven't done much of the sky yet. The wall I'm not too sure about, and then the grass, the ground, which is gonna be really awkward because, well, this image doesn't really look at grass and ground. So that's kind of at my discretion to play around with and mess around with. Ah. Okay. Feels weird, but I guess without further ado, let's go. Man, this feels so uncomfortable for me. It's like, I don't know, there's... Actually, do you see that? No, you do not. There's definitely a feel of... yeah, nervousness. It's weird, there's just a weird expectation you put on yourself. And that's what causes the most fear. So really, it's just normal. Okay, but anyways. From these images, I'm going to try to work on the well. I think I want it to be in a darker color from what it is. Maybe a bit darker than that. Let's all edit this. Maybe a bit darker. Actually, how dark do I go? Like this? Dark does this go? Yeah, kinda like this. And then I have to look at... that's a little past line, whatever. I could retrace over it. Anyways. Now I just want to be quiet for this whole way through. Just because I'm listening to calm music over the course of things. Now, how do I make this three-dimensional? That's also another thing I wanted. Well, not really my best area of expertise, shadows and 3D objects. It took me an eternity to figure out the well. But how do I replicate this pillar? Not pillar, this... what do you call the well, the do you just call it the bucket holder? Not sure. I mean, I guess you could just do it in a lighter color, but... genuinely don't know what the... This is also part of the reason why I pressured myself to stream this. Because this is something I was working on a little bit ago, but I didn't have... yeah, I didn't have the confidence to try to work on it. Like, I didn't really have the know-how, didn't really have... so this would approximately be here. Okay, I think that would generally be what I want. I think, right? Go back, let's look at image 2 and 1. No, not really. Not what I want. Yeah, I didn't really have the confidence to tackle these new elements, and so, psychologically speaking, whenever you don't know what to do, I make that more stick-like. Did I give it a border? Hang on. Go to this color, make it darker. Actually, can you see me playing around in settings? That's a genuine question I have. I don't think you could see me playing around in settings. Hang on, let me just... no, you do not see me messing around with settings. Okay. That's good to know. Let's get a zoom in. Okay, so if I line it like with this darker background. Nope, not quite there. Wait, did I finish that thought? Basically, I want to pressure myself into doing the work because I'm intimidated by... let's do that better. I'm intimidated by the things I have to do. Guess if I do it like over like that, go like that, roughly like that maybe? I don't know. Yeah, like it was intimidating for me to do the grass. Okay, well this isn't straight is your problem. Okay, well, small strokes, small stroke. Okay, so that's not straight. We'll just adjust that then. Oh, that's not the right one. This one. Anyways, if you're intimidated by something, sometimes you just have to push forward and do it. So, lo and behold, here I am. Oh. Here I am trying to figure out how to art. How do I make the stick go through? How do I make stick go through? I genuinely don't know the question. Or how. Okay. Here's a question. If I open another window, does that disturb? Does that disturb what you see? No, it does not. Okay. What do I want to look up? Looking up well. Just to see how... Oh, well, I guess it doesn't help. So many different well styles is the problem. Okay, nothing that shows how sticks go through each other. Well, sorry for that source. Well, this one kind of. Maybe? How do I look at that well? Okay, that's not helping. Why would I do that? Something like that? But then it doesn't go through. I mean, I guess with this shadow, it just goes over, right? That's how it works? If you just go through like that? And then create a curve like that. Aha! I'm learning. Okay. And then just, nope, not quite there. And then just trace around the edge, something like that. Something like that. And there you have it. I think that's how you do it. This is real tough. This is real tough. How do people do this? Well, with lots of practice. Let's just touch that up there so we just have the general width of the stick. Okay. Yeah. The undo button. The best button. Anyways. My heart is seriously just pounding. Never thought I'd be this nervous. It's been a while. When was the last time I was nervous? Actually, probably when I posted my last thing. I guess I should explain what I am doing this for. That might be a good way to loosen up. No, I just don't want to. Good job, me. Oh, whoa, that is really wide. That is really wide on the left side. Okay, let's reduce that. Let's reduce that. Oh, which one was I using? This? No, I was not. Let's save this as a color. There we go. Is that higher? Is that going up? I can't tell. What's straight? Oh. Okay, hang on. Let's get ourselves a line tool. Great. Okay, that's straight. Okay. That might be straight. I don't know. Ah. Okay. But what's it? Oh, hang on. It's still the line. Where's the regular brown? No, that's different brown. Is this the same? Nope. There we go. Make it a touch lower. Might need the thicker brush. Okay. That changed my mind. Thinner brush. So yeah, this is gonna be part of, continuing on from what I said previous, the part of another project I've been doing. Very similar to what I've done before, where it's a lot of storytelling. And I think with the reason I wanted to do this paint approach was because it kind of fit what I wanted to do. It's there we go. That does look straight. Looks a bit thicker back here. We could fix that with the power of editing, I think. There we go. I feel like this could be a little thicker. Like that. I don't know how to make it better. Don't know. Okay. Yeah, and for what I want to do, it's, well, being another kind of story-based thing, I felt like with how it's portrayed, with how the story is told, I kind of felt like drawing a picture would be the most apt way of I'm using the right one, right? Yeah. I wonder if you could hear me just mouse click. Hopefully everything's audible. The most apt way of telling the story. And you know, even though I can't draw, even though I can't really art good, or well, I don't have a background in art, I should say. This is honestly, I think, my best work. Honestly, the best work I've done this thus far. Not quite how I want it. So glad the undo button exists. Imagine using actual paint. Well, this is actual paint, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think this is the best art I've done. the most time I spent. The most time I spent towards an art. Actually, no, there was something I did do. I did do a really good. I don't know the piece because it's been ages ago. But it was a painting of a wheat field. I remember doing surprisingly well in that. Okay, this is awkward. See, if I were a proper artist, I'd know the proper order of operations to do things. I think this is the same color. Yes, it is. So I'm doing things that overlap, even though this well is pretty much done. Like, I'm gonna have to paint over it. And then redo it. And then it'll be a whole thing. Let's copy that. Let's save that in. Yeah, filling this in. Okay, let's just do this, even though... Also annoying is that I've decided to dedicate myself to using the oil brush. That... It's hard to tell width. How wide is wide? Okay, let's try something like that. Yeah, that looks okay. Just from this area, this is kind of the approximate thing I want. Okay. From here though, okay, let's fix this. Let's do a little bit of fixing. Fix that, there we go. That approximate width. And oh wow, it really is wider at the bottom. Oh, wide. Okay, let's just patch that up real quick. Okay, something like there. Something like there? Yeah, something like that. Put that there, patch that up. And there you go. Congratulations, everyone. Art is in progress. Art is in session. I also don't know how to make something fade into the abyss. As well do. Well, actually, this here, I just pointed with my hand. This here is pretty good. I like that. A good way to make something fade. Just have like light. Ooh, actually, yeah, those look pretty good. Those look pretty good. Yeah, this has been a lot of me doing the art the past few moments. Just me trying to figure out how 3 dimensions work. I've never worked in a 3rd dimension. Never heard of it. Oh, it's already the smallest form. It's so weird. The dot is so huge when you want to do little things, but because it's a brush, it just works it off. Amazing. This is technology. This is the future. Yep, that's right. The future. Paint. Okay, there we go. Let's just get that in. Like that would be here approximately. There we go, something like that. Something like that, and we are set. Okay, that looks... Gotta praise yourself. And you know what? For what I could do, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good for what I could do. I haven't had the need to do art or anything. Or like life. I'm just a guy with creative ideas, and then I just execute them. Kind of a bit of a sad existence when you think about it. Let's make that shorter. Yeah, I think I want to make that shorter. Let's make sure that doesn't. I could have probably. Okay, let's make this a little more apparent. Okay, and then I'll just go over whatever is left in. What would that be? What color is that? So I used to calling it like Roan red. Oh. There we go, something like that. A little too thick up there. This is the thinnest brush I have. Please, game. Yes, I did say game. Okay, how does that look? If we could fix this just a touch. Actually, no, I should be coloring the insides. Coloring the insides, fill that up. Now when I zoom out, either I'm gonna be quite pleased or quite disappointed. Or, you know, more likely somewhere in the middle. Or I'll just say, I'm okay with it. One side is bigger than the other. How big do they make? Well, actually it's quite long, so I should probably extend the left side rather than shorten the right side. Is this for both scenes? Yes, it is. Okay. Actually, I should check. Actually, no, I'm good. Okay. What was I doing? Hang on, I got distracted. Do this. There we go. Okay, and then we will get this to just yoink, hit, hit, hit. Come on, just a little bit more. Okay. Ooh, you're a touch loud. Hopefully that is okay. It should be okay. Actually, I could lower it a touch. There we go. That should be good. I hope. There's a bit more there. Let's just extra zoom in. Oh dear. Okay, let's just do this. Once again, don't already using the smallest size brush. It's a pain. What a pain. Like that, and then get the darker to go over, like that. A little bit more there. And then finish it with going up. Okay, and then let's fill you in. And fill you in. Let's fill you in. Almost there. Ah. There we go. There we go. I also need to fill the top of this stick. How did it look? Was it rounded or rectangular based? Why did I close the image? Okay. Not quite. Actually. Okay, okay. That's not quite this. It's more of a... Is it this one? Yeah, it's more of a this. Okay. Yeah, that's not too much of a problem, I'd hope. The problem is... 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 It... Well, thickness. The middle stick is looks thicker than... Well, the beam stick. The little seems thicker than this guy, right? Dang, it's okay. It's okay. I need validation. Okay, so extend this and then make it look rounder up here. Okay, let's close you. Okay. To make you longer. Doing this. I'm learning the art, I think. It's weird. Yeah, I don't really have art experience. Or if I really... Well, I don't want to say care. I care about art, but not care enough doing art. Well, doing visual art. There are plenty of forms of art. Okay, let's do this. Something like that. Okay. Fill that in for now. Yeah, and didn't really have an interest in doing visual art, but I am, I'll call it a creative-minded person. I want to do all these creative things, but they require some sort of artistic skill. Usually involves some sort of artistic skill. Artistic skill which I do not have. Granted, that's kind of been the story of my life. Okay. Let's just do this. This actually looks kind of good. Also need to do this for the other side as well. But there we go. Okay. Then let's just generally do this. Or maybe yeah, no, it should be more sun, I think. Something like that. Fill that in a little more. Fill this in. Actually, this looks like it's the same. Could be a little longer. Do I want this longer or do I want this longer or this shorter? Based on the things here, I like this one more, so I think I'm gonna work on this one to make that better. Okay. So a little more flatter? Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try that. So a little more flattered, like so. Like so, kind of. Actually, let's just color this in. Okay. What is this song? Sounds like we're getting into either. Shoot, I can't remember the analogy I was gonna use. I'm gonna say part Hamilton, part something else. I can't remember what the other part is. A little flatter like that. So like, yeah, kinda like that. I feel like it needs a little more innards. Oh. I'll do this. On one. It looks the same in the interface, which is why I keep exchanging the two. Or swapping the dark red and the brown. Or maybe I am colorblind and this is how I came about knowing. Surprise! Okay, that's been done already. Something like that, sure. Shave you down. Something like that. There we go. There we go. Looks a little better. Let's fill this in best we can. A little too much. There. There we go. Fill that in. I wish I knew a bit of Bob Ross so I could do that, but all that is all there are happy little trees. All we are is dust in the wind. Let's make this a little more. Okay, there we go. Let's go into here. We need to extend you. Extend you. Go here. That about it? Wrong flag? No. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Fill you in. Ooh. And with a few deep breaths, you get this. There we go. How's that look? You know what? Pretty good. I like it, I think. Although there's something that makes it different from everything else, that makes it stand out. Huh. Why is it standing out? Is it the border? That's odd. I mean, I guess. Yes, it is the border, but because the well doesn't have a border. But then how would you make the well have a border? Okay. Oh wow, it's... You've been doing this for 40 minutes already? Amazing. Okay, we'll keep it as is for now. What if I just... it's hard because you're creating a three-dimensional object. Or, yeah, an object that... Yeah. I've never done 3 dimensions. Anyways, I guess what I want to do here... Finish this part up. We need to make this look like it's being swallowed by the void that is the well. So, let's work on that. Okay, first general color there. And then what we want to do, from what my friend has taught me, my friend being myself from like 20 minutes ago, is you want to kind of enshroud it in the well color. I think. Okay, and then just little light drops, I think. Guess I should be saying, like, I'm not expecting perfection out of this. Like, the perfection isn't the goal. And nor is it learning art. I mean, I guess it kinda is, but... Kinda? Maybe? A little more down here? Oh. A little more down there, and then let's just fill you up. There. Kind of? Although I guess maybe it should be a little more... A little curved, just because the front... Hang on, how does that work? When you put a stick into some depth, where does the shadow go? Will it go like this? Or would the shadow go like that? I think it's more this. Okay. So this should be shaped kind of a little more curve-like. I guess it's the same as like putting a stick in water. And this... Okay, we'll fill that up. Buttercup baby. Don't you let me down. I think. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Oh. Songs you weren't expecting to sing. On stream for 500. This looks a little, there we go. Something like that. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Can you catch my whisper? Barely. Okay. You know, an artist would have been done with this lickety-split. That's what makes artists so good. Kind of one of those things where, you know, If anyone spends a lot of time at doing anything, of course they can look like a master. You could have an absolute amateur keep practicing a piano piece for tens and thousands of hours. And they could play that one piece like an expert, like a professional. Something looks... Is this stick thick? Stick pretty thick. Is it noticeable? Kind of. Eh. Okay. Finally, and finally. Well, actually, no, I think I want to touch this up with like a thin... The thin, like... It's a little too much. This brush is so thick. I do want to line up the wood with like... Where... Problem is, I kind of wanted to do like tree lines, but this'll do. How frequent should I put them? Oh, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that there. I'm putting a rope there. That's how well works. How well work? Well work. Well it work. Well see. A bit like that. I also haven't touched up the well either. Should do that. Ah, that looks a little too symmetrical. A little too thick. Things you have to do with a massive brush. Ah. Okay. Sure, that looks kind of good. It just works, I guess. Okay, how does this rope look? I mean, looks like a rope. With... Maybe ooh. Oh, do I want to do the moss on it? That's gonna be hard, but... How does this brown look? If I just do that, like, burp. Burp. Okay, hang on. Get me the thicker brush. Burp. Does that look like a good color for rope? Maybe a touch darker? Yeah, touch darker, I think. Okay. Look at that. There we go. How's this look? Yeah, I think some like this. No, something like that. Burp. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Zoom out. Once again, like, is this something I want to highlight or not? Oh, let's make you small again. Don't make my life absolute pain. In a way, the rope should be thicker depending on the bucket's position and the depth of the well. So we'll make this a little thicker. Is that even centered? Just like a touch more here. Okay, some like this. Some like this, and gorgeous. Okay, let's match the thickness. Okay. More following there. There we go. Look at me. I'm arting, I think. Okay. Now the problem is I made this... The problem is I made this rope too thick, and also it's slanted, and I can't undo everything I just did. I'll just undo everything I just did. It's easy enough. There we go. Okay, thicker here. Okay, there we go. Make that like that. Just do this in fast forward. Do this like that. How thick should the rope be? I mean, I don't want to strain myself, and you know, these sticks look... the support sticks are awfully thin, so I don't think it should be that thick, especially if it's gonna be holding water. There we go, something like that, and then a little straighter. Better. There we go. Ah, doesn't look too bad now, does it? Actually, how does a well with center string work? Oh wait, duh. Just never mind. Didn't ask that question. Erase that. Perish the thought. Perish the thought. Such a good phrase that nobody says much anymore. I mean, even perish is just a good word. Okay. Oh. Okay, part of me just wants to sit back. Be like, yeah, I did this. Doesn't help with just the calm music, but sometimes you just gotta look back and be like, hey, wow. Okay, no, a little too much being amazed at myself. I have complimented myself a lot. Granted, I guess if you're in my position, this is an impressive feat. This is a very impressive feat. For my standards. Like, never did I once see myself doing a full-blown stream. Well, I guess that would be part 2. To do, like, full-blown... To do art this well. Second, to do art this well. I love unintentional puns. No, not really. How's that look? Never did I expect to stream it. Oh wow, the well's actually broke. Cord's broken. Oh, okay. That's Man, I should just did the one with the broken cord. That would have been easier. No. I think story-wise, it makes sense for this well to have its string. Oop. Now, how do I make rope look good? Maybe like a touch darker? Not like this dark. Okay, yeah, that's a little too light. Edit that better. Something like this. I guess. How'd I do rope? How'd I do rope? Accents happen sometimes. I want to highlight it like that and be like, whoa, look at this rope. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay. Something like this. Extend rope. Ooh. Wait a minute, did I? Yes, I did. We're just checking stream settings. That's actually a little light. Well, I think it does all... Yeah, I think it's... Small strokes, small strokes. So I guess talking about the project. Yeah, this is gonna be another storytelling project I do. Since I don't know, I've loved doing like my storytelling projects. They're, you know, they're easy to come up with and follow up with. And I don't know, it just feels good to do them. And this time around, it is game-based. Okay. Yeah, a little more downward, I guess. Okay. How many of these boys do I want? Problem is... Actually, let's look at the other image. How thick string compared to... Okay, it's not. So that's fine. If I do 1, 2, 3. Is that allowed? Is that a crime? Kind of. It's kind of a crime. Okay. Wait, how did you use 3 divisions? Oh, you did 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Like that. Okay, that makes sense. Let's do that better because you just went over the line. Like that. A little like that. There. I think that is satisfactory enough. It is satisfactory. Okay. There we go. Something like that. Zoom that out. It's missing something. Could this rope be thicker? It could. Let's make that rope thick. Oh. Let's make that rope thicker. Okay. Oh, what? Oh shoot, I have so many shades of brown saved right now, I don't know which one's which. I think this is the one? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, make rope thick, please. Thick rope. Thick rope to hold bucket, please. Thin strokes, small strokes, sorry. Thick rope, thick rope. Wait, is this the same color? I want to say... Looks like it is, but also like it isn't. Okay, there. Next color down. Wah. 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 Nope. Okay. Wait, is this even the same color that I've been using doing the thing? Yes, I think it is. Okay, do this. And let the abyss take hold. Nope. Okay. Do that. There we go. Zoom out. How you look? Pretty okay. Okay, let's. Now, how do I put use marks on a well? What does rope look like used? Huh. I just realized, see my scroll bar. That's a little. That is something I did not test because I've been testing the. I've been fixing the stream using this. Okay, whatever. You see the scroll bar, it's fine. I think. Okay, how does string indicate where? Or thread? Well, usually things are like pulled. Has a lot of use, pulled apart. But that doesn't look too good or doesn't really show itself too much. But it's kind of what I want. It's that like lot of wear. It's thread. Actually, yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I think. It works. I think. This is what happens when you have limited art knowledge. You go with what you think works because there is no other option. You have to accept it. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, actually the rope could be a little lower. Just because it does not go thing. You just say yeah, just to prove it yourself. Good old self-esteem. Okay, something like this low. Yeah. Actually, I want to change that. There we go. Let's do that. Something like that. Let's get the border. Is this the border? Yes, this is border. Okay. Okay, lower it like that. Let's get this. Lower this further. And then we'll consume it with VoD. Consume it with VoD. Like so. Haha! There we go. Oh, hang on. There we go, back. If you keep hearing that clicking sound, that's just mic muting. Okay. Oh, we've done it. Oh, wait, hang on, no. Hang on. Let's go back to the well, back to the well, back to the well, back to here. And then we need to... Oh, I have so many shades of brown. Guess this one, yeah, it's... Okay, something like that. There we go. Ah! I think I could say... Well done. Okay. Now what? What do I want to do for the next half hour? Sky, the ground, the grass. Sky, the ground, the grass. Ground's gonna be hard to do. I don't really want it to be outright. I might even change... Yeah, I might change the color of it. I'm not sure. Just because the tile on the images is definitely a lot redder. A lot redder. More red. More red. But also, like, the wall's red. The wall's red. The well's red. And I mean, it is a different shade. I might add like a hint of red, but we'll see. We'll see what I want to do with that. Also, what happened to like around here? I was gonna add grass there. I think this is my grass. Just for a mental note to myself. Oh, thick brush. Just for a mental note, I don't want this path to be seen as much. So we'll just, yeah. We'll overlay that. Basically, based on how foot traffic would work and the properties of grass and dirt, a lot will be coming in from here. Pillar is usually a point of rest, so there is minor dirtage there. How do I want to do a path? How do I make a path interesting? Maybe I just do the grass. I don't know, but the first thing you gotta do is, well, do. Do I want to work with all the... You know what, let's save. Save this. Okay, I have too many brown saves, so I'm gonna just close paint real quick. Hopefully that doesn't make something implode. Okay, that's fine. Get this, edit. Okay, there we go. Restart. Just so then I don't have all my saved colors from the well. Although it still might be handy. Did I make path unique? Oh, this isn't even the same brush. Like, you know, little rocks. Glitter with confetti. Oh. A little bit of sprinkles. It's so hard doing super tiny strokes. A little bit of grass. Might make this grass darker. It's a little too neon green. Yeah. So something like this? Yeah, something like that would probably be a little more. Yeah, if I just do that. Well, I want to go over everything. Oh. Ooh. Actually, inversely, this looks good. That looks like if you see like the little things that the brush leaves behind. That looks good. I know there are plenty of white spaces here, but it's still like grass I haven't done at all. Yeah, just to do that, but then how would I produce more grass is the wait, if I do this, right? Then get this, right? Hang on, this is me sciencing. Right? Do this, and then do this again. A little lower. Like that? I don't know how that'll work. Oh! Oh, it's just rocks. Okay. How do I make this? How do I make dirt ground look good? Maybe I should work on this little patch as like the minor. Okay. So let's just play around with it, see what we get. Let's actually fill up the whole section. Let's actually fill the white. Okay, I think that's most of the white. Almost all the white. Something like that. The problem is, like, it doesn't look too good filled. Okay. So following what I learned, yeah, just use thick brush. Use thick brush and everything should be good. Yeah, kinda like that. Yeah. Yeah. How does that look? Oh. That looks... I feel like the grass should be thicker. So I think I'm gonna use a bigger brush, see how that pans out. Oh. Oh. When you hit the undo and redo button, not sure which one you hit. Okay. Let's see what happens if I use big brush. Right? Okay, yeah, that's me filling in the rest of the grass. Okay, what if I do this, right? There we go. Oh. Kinda like that? It doesn't look too bad. Oh, that's gonna be tough then if that's... That doesn't look too bad. If I keep doing that, right? Nope. Fill this in like that. Then go to you. Do that. Doesn't look too bad. Actually, I don't know. There isn't... Something needs to change. It looks too... Looks too painty? It looks too much like it's just a brush over things and not like distinct grass. Oh. Maybe if I go over it with a brush. Like that. Yeah, something like... You know what? That works, I think. Like, just back it over with a brush. Just so it could... Just so it's highlighted a little more. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Use the brush to kind of highlight it. Okay. Do that. There we go. Like that. Go. Maybe just do some of my own. Just to fill in the blank spaces. Fill that in. Okay, there we go. It's still so weird that I'm taking this on. Oh, actually, why would that round up? Hang on. That's weird. Let's just not do this. There we go, something like that. Just because why would grass rise? Why grass rise? Okay. I'll just copy this for a bit. Let that go be that. Then let this go be this. There we go. Zoom out. That looks better. That looks better. Grass, I feel, could be a bit taller. Okay, so let's make grass tall. That's very tall. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. Happy little grass. There we go. Let's just do this. Do this. I don't do that. Hoo-wee. Oh, that looks pretty good. Question is, how do I do that for all grass? How do I all grass? Okay, let's do the same thing here. Fill everything out. How would I go about grass? How grass work? I feel like I'm out of things to talk about. You know what? Sure, I'll go for a story. It's always odd for me to... Well, I mean, I've already mentioned how odd it is for me to be doing just art, even though I'm not interested in doing art myself. And yet it's always just something I feel I need. Like, I love doing creative projects. Like, usually when I have a creative idea, unlike I feel most people, like sometimes, well, I mean, not sometimes, but usually I want to execute it. I mean, I feel like a lot of people say like they're the ideas, like they feel like they're the ideas person, but no one actually really goes out to execute their plans. Usually because of whatever complaint or just they can't be bothered. But for me, I like executing my ideas. And kind of, you know, the internet is kind of the place for me to do some of it. There are a lot of projects I've done across the years where, I mean, yeah, I haven't showcased all of my creative projects. In fact, most of what's seen right now are just stories. And what other fun things have we done? I made that puzzle once. That was really fun. And I guess I do music covers, if that counts. Well, I mean, technically I'm just trying to play something that someone else made most of the time. But okay. Bigger there. But usually I want to execute the creative ideas. But usually it doesn't really... Oh no, the finished product never really ends up being what I want. You know. Sure, I love music and doing musical things, but I'm okay. In fact, I'd even say I'm less than okay at, like, music and all that stuff. Like, I cannot play a piece to perfection. Can't remember the last time. And I can't remember the last time I played in front of an audience. Played well in front of an audience. Oh, right, I'm not dealing with that. I love doing... Oh no, that's just been there for ages, okay. Something like that. Actually, no, I want to go low because it makes it thin, and then I could expand from there. Okay. Like, I want to do, like, something with a visual. Well, art projects with a visual. Sorry, creative projects with a visual in it, but... You know, it's hard when you can't do art. I mean, and now that I've kind of been trying to have an online presence, you know, I had to learn other things like editing and... Yeah, editing, video making, what are the nuances of that? How would it work through a video medium? How does video recording work even? And I'm not great at a lot of those things, but there's still that incentive to just create. That desire to make still lingers in my mind. Not like I could do it in real life. So, you know, just been working with the tools you got. Do your best with the tools you got. And you know what? If it's not great, so be it. You'll get better next time. I hope. Okay. Anyways, moral of the story is I love doing creative projects, but man, am I not good at executing. Kinda why I wish I had someone to help. Like, I would love to go out there. But... well, when you don't have the resources, The best you could do is do it yourself. Okay, I should see how tall this is. Okay. Almost there. What time is it? 56? Wow, we have done an hour and a half of this already? Oh, time flies. All I did was a well. All I did was a well. Ooh, I do like that piece of grass jutting out of the pillar like that. That looks very nice. Let's zoom out. Ah, too far out. I feel like the grass lacks like a sharpness to it. Like all of these feel like look like they have rounded edges. I feel like it just needs. I don't know how I'd fix that. Like I suppose it's gonna be a lot of work, but if I could just do that, yeah, something like that, make it look sharp. Yeah, something a bit like that. Yeah. And then maybe it would look better. Maybe I'll do that later then. Yeah, because a lot of these look like they're rounded off and don't, you know, grass surprisingly isn't rounded off at the top. And then I have to figure out how to do it for like the other layers. Okay. Figure out the grass, figure out the dirt, figure out the grass, figure out the sky. That's all I need to do and then I'll be done. Simple as that, really. I mean, it only took me an hour and a half to do the well. Okay. But I think that's where I'll call it. This was fun to do. I know it's... well, that was something that I was very nervous to do. Even though, hey, technically I have no audience. And I don't think I had an audience for the span of the stream, but... it's always still nerve-wracking to put yourself out there to do something new. But, yeah. Hopefully that it was good. Hopefully it was a good stream. Hopefully it was well produced. I was about to say the UI. The interface. Hopefully like the stream appearance looked alright. Yeah. I think I like it from what I see. Yeah, not everything's too big, not things too small. Maybe a little bit of border issues, but that's alright. Anyways, what have we got next on the docket? Well, it's gonna be weird. Well, Tuesday is gonna be... we're gonna be doing Shovel Knight Extra Mod because I don't have what next is planned. And if that makes sense. And then Thursday, depending, will either be... it might be another art stream. If A, I'm not done, while I don't have a lot of time in my hands besides streaming, anyways, to do this. It might be an art stream, depending on whether or not there might be a bit of a direct, so... you know, having a nice place to talk about it, as in here, would be great. Or if not, we might just make it a witness stream. You know what? I think I'll just save it for like 2 days. Just because, 4 days in advance is good. Well, there's a lot, especially since I don't really have it planned. And then, yeah, I guess that's it for my schedule then. Uh, but I guess the final words I leave with you. It's okay if you're bad at something. If it's something you want to, well, first off, you know, not everyone can be good at everything. So, to be bad at a few things is still okay. That's usually when you rely on other people for help to do things. But second off, if you are seeking to improve, yeah, of course you're gonna start bad. Of course you're gonna look back at your earlier works and, dislike them. That's how growth works. It's how change works. Well, yeah, it's how growth works. So, you know, it's okay to dislike your past work. It's just figuring out why and how you could get better from it. Okay, that's it for me and stream. Hopefully that was an okay time. A chill time even. This is fun to do. But anyways, guess with that, till next.